Hello, in this video we are going to solve an inequality, and this inequality has an absolute value as well. Before we solve this equation, let's see what is the absolute value. In mathematics, the absolute value is denoted with pipes like this: pipe x and then the pipe. It's also called modulus, and it's the non-negative value of x with regard to its sign. So what does it mean? So it means that if you have to take the absolute value of x, x will be positive x if x is greater than equal to 0. Okay, so for example, let's say that x is 5. Then the absolute value of 5 will be 5 is a positive number, 5 is greater than 0. Uh, so 5 would remain 5. So absolute value of 5 will remain 5. Now let's say that x is equal to minus 5. So x is minus 5, which means that it is in this second condition. So it is in this condition where x is less than 0. Okay, then if x is less than 0, then absolute value of x is minus x. So if I have to say absolute value of x, it will be, this will be equal to minus of, what is x? X is minus 5. So minus of minus 5 is plus 5. So absolute value would be plus 5. So that is the definition of absolute value. So absolute value for a positive value remains the same. For a negative value, it is the negative of the value. So thereby, it is the non-negative value of x without regard to its sign. Same thing has been represented here with the help of a graph. Let's see the graph. So here, if we go from this side to this side, as we navigate towards the right from the origin, all the values of x are positive. When the values of x are positive, it remains the same. So y equal to x, because it is positive value. So this is 1 and y is also 1. The value of function is also 1. X is 2, value of function is also 2. X is 3, value of function is also 3. But if we go from origin towards the left side, let's say that we are going towards this side. Now this side, all the values of x are negative, less than 0. So in that case, this second condition is applicable. So if it is negative, then the value of function is negative of negative x. Okay, which means negative negative cancels out, it becomes a positive. So if in case you have minus 1 as x, it will be minus minus 1, which is a positive 1. So the positive values will be retained. For minus 2, the value of y would be plus 2. So that's where this kind of V graph is formed, which has all the values of the function as positive, irrespective of x is negative or positive. So this is the problem which we have to solve. To simplify the problem, let's call x plus 3 as a. So we have created another variable a, which is equal to x plus 3, which means that the equation can be rewritten as a is, absolute value of a is greater than 3. Okay. Now there are two conditions which are possible. So what are the two conditions which are possible? This a can be either positive, a is greater than equal to 0, or a is less than 0. So these are the two conditions which are possible. So let's see the first condition now. So in this condition, this a is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. If a is greater than or equal to 0, then absolute value of a will remain as a, because positive, it will retain the positive sign. So a is greater than or equal to 0, that means absolute value of a is a. So for this case, when we solve, x plus 3, a remains the a, which means a was what? A was x plus 3. So a was x plus 3, like we know already. So x plus 3 would be greater than 3. And if you solve this equation, x would be greater than 0. So this is one solution which we have found, x is greater than 0. Okay, now let's go to the second case where a is negative. There's a typo here. Here, let me correct the typo first. It is less than 0. So a is less than 0. So if a is less than 0, then absolute value of a will be equal to minus a. So this we already know from here, that if a is negative value, then absolute value of a would be negative of that negative value. So solving for this case, so a is negative, we already established a was negative, that was our condition. So minus a would be greater than 3. This is the initial equation. This equation is the same as this equation is same as this one. Okay, so we know that a is greater than 3, and because a is a negative number, so we have to write minus a is greater than 3, and substituting instead of a, let's put x plus 3. So negative of x plus 3 would be greater than 3. Now you have to solve this equation. So when you solve this equation, this will become negative x, negative 3 is greater than 3. If you solve this, it will come to negative of x is greater than 6. Now, when you multiply an inequality by a negative sign, the inequality changes its sign. So here negative x is greater than 6. So if you want to multiply both sides by negative 1, it will become x is, this side left hand side would become x, right hand side will become negative of 6, and the inequality will change the sign. So it will become less than, earlier it was greater than, so it will become x is less than minus 6. So we got two solutions now. So what are our two solution? First solution is this, and the second solution is this. So these are our two solutions. Now we can see the same thing in the graphical format as well. So you can use Desmos or you can use the GeoGebra geometry, and you will see that this purple color is indicating the valid values of this, and it is these. This is the valid domain for this equation. Okay, and this is the solution for the equation. Thank you.